It is an amazing turnout today. Definitely a little bit more than what we expected. Thank you for being here today. I'll try my best to make it worthwhile for all your drives out there all the way to Doncaster today evening. I'll try to keep it a bit more informative and also not talk about just Magnum by itself, also sharing experiences on what we've been through and how we've been through, because the whole idea is not just to be doing what we're doing, talking to the others. It is also about the growth prospects, about our own businesses, your own businesses, the purpose, the sole purpose, what you're here for. I'll try to make it worthwhile for all of you today. My name's Bobby. I represent Magnum Support Services. I'll keep talking about myself as we go through the evening. Feel free to connect with me anytime. In the process, I've also got the QR codes in front of you. If you got any questions, anything you want to ask about business, anything personal that you don't want me to answer openly up at the stage, do pop in. I'll address those questions now, or I can get back to you a bit later. We can talk about it in the meals time. We've got a bit of a schedule of the meeting today. We will start with the acknowledging the traditional owners of the land in Australia, elders, present, past, and emerging. That's me. So what I do is I represent Magnum Support Services in the last 6 years. We set up Wise Healthcare, which is focused to go towards allied health and a few other healthcare services that there is a big gap that we are thinking about. But at the same time, I also do look after MetaSwift Solutions. With MetaSwift Solutions, I share my experiences, I share my knowledge about doing the business, whether you're in NDIS, whether you're in IT support services, whether you are a trucking company, whether you are just starting up something new, you're brainstorming about what you want to do. Happy to discuss with you if you do find a pathway within NDIS sector, aged care, or something else that you want to do, something else you're exploring, small to medium scale businesses. I'm happy to share my experiences, the technology that you can benefit from along the journey. As we go, we will be taking some pictures and videos in the event in the gathering today. Can I have all your consent, or do I have consent from all of you to share that on social media, please? Say again? It will be on Magnum's pages. You can definitely get a copy, download them. And Samantha's here. Talk to Samantha. Can you visit the lady back there? And do send her the pictures separately, take her contact details. Yes. Thank you. Now, as we've been going, I've been asked a lot of times, why collaboration? Rachel here, what is the purpose? We did call a lot of you people to confirm whether you guys are coming. A lot of my friends and other associates in the sector have asked, what do I benefit out of it? What is the purpose of these networking events, or even sponsoring them and organizing them? What I understand is that an NDIS participant that we are looking after within the NDIS sector, what we look for and the reason we're here for, an NDIS participant is after a lot of different services. How many of you can give me 5 different services? 10. Not many. Even if you're not raising your hand, please do. Let's participate today. Let's have a bit of a fun. 10 different services. Can you give me more? 15. 15 different services under NDIS. I've got one hand. Any more? Well, you may or not have to break down. So I've got a bit of a list of services here, and that's a very brief, which is majorly known. I've got another list of services that is huge. How many titles or job roles do you know within NDIS? Can you give me 30? What do you do? Since how long? Yeah? Thank you. How many else? Who else can give me 30 titles, roles, responsibilities, positions, something, or professions? Thank you. What do you do? What's your name? Sergeant. Thank you, Sergeant. Your name, sorry, please? Gul. Thank you, as in the flower. Thank you. Yes, there are a lot. I've got another presentation which is for another day at another time. I was working on that, but that's going to be a long conversation. It's going to be a 1 full day of a conference that I'll have to call in for. But yes, there is a lot of these services, and NDIS participant would require pretty much all of them, or maybe 80% of at least these lists that I've got. Am I right, Gul? Sergeant, am I good? Yes. But how many of us have worked in the sector for more than 5 years? How many of you have seen all these people talking to each other and sharing information and knowledge? You have? All of them? I have seen really. I've been in the sector for 6 years. I'm desperate for all of these people to be coming together on the same page for a single participant. OT reports, allied health, physio, support coordinators, plan managers, support workers, core service providers, even the cleaners, gardeners. I don't see all those reports coming together. I don't see a report from a cleaner. If a cleaner sees something go sideways, well, it's not my job. It's a support coordinator or somebody in the NDIS you need to look after. I'll tell the company. But no, the idea is for everybody to be working on the same page for an NDIS participant, because NDIS is paying our bills in one way or the other for a support that we're providing to that one participant or 10 participants or 50 participants, what we are looking after, or the goal of the number of participants that we are trying to build. That is what I'm trying to do. 6 years ago, 2018, I started small, very small, just as a cleaner. How many of you have started as a cleaner here? What's your name? Gurinder. Thank you. My mom's name is Gurinder. And I know a few other Gurinders. So a lot of them. So I'm from Punjab, so that's why. Gurinder, what did you do? How long did you do the cleaning for? Have I got Asha here? In construction. I've got one of my associates. He looks after the accounts with Magnum and Vice. I've worked with him since nearly 2014. 2014 to nearly 2020, I worked as a cleaner alongside Ashay. When I started, I was cleaning dirtiest of the houses you can never imagine for the NDS participants. But we would never say no, because the purpose is people need that support. They need mental health release or a peace of mind in one way or the other. But cleaning is not the only part. As we grew, as we went forward, as I kept going, I realized there's a lot more that can be done. I spoke to the auditors, extended the services, connected with the right people, built up a right structure, which benefits everyone in every possible way, and kept going. We did personal care, support coordination, plan management, but we progressed slowly. In time, I also kept adding the number of people and the number of team in the office, working very closely with them. While she's standing right there next to that banner, she popped me a question yesterday evening. Bobby, how do you switch between different ideas and subjects at the same time? Well, that's my job. That's what I've been doing for the last more than 10 years. You talk to me about accounting, you talk to me about marketing, you talk to me about cleaning. I know how cleaning is supposed to be done. How many of you know how to clean bleach? Does anyone? Can you clean a bleach spot? Yes or no? Yes? Who said yes? How do you clean a bleach spot on the carpet? Yep. Yeah, you dye that carpet, you don't clean it. Bleach has already discolored the carpet. It's done. And I've done heaps of them, a lot of dyeing. I've got a guy in my phone. I can get your carpet dyed if you throw bleach on it. We did get inquiries. Funny, very funny. I won't talk about that today, maybe after. You get me a drink, I'll tell you all about it. We kept going. We started doing housing, SIL. We're doing SDA, respite, short-term accommodations. With short-term accommodations, holiday accommodations, and care when people are going away, we're doing it interstate, outside of Melbourne and Victoria as well. We did all of this just with the participants at the center stage, what a participant is looking for. I do see around a lot of people with I in the center. What's in it for me? I get this asked a lot of times. I've been, Samantha, how many people did ask you, what is in it for us? Nearly 15, 20. I had calls, Bobby, I'm coming to the event on Wednesday. What's in it for you? But I said, look, there's nothing in it for me. Come here, talk to the people, refer yourself, tell them the good deeds you're doing. Because people need to work with somebody good, somebody that they can trust, care for the one that they're providing a care for. If there is no money involved, if you're in it for money, it's not for you. That's the vision that I have, and that is the purpose why I have advertised and I'm sponsoring or I'm organizing these events to bring us all together, to connect with each other in one way or the other. I am taking a lot of time on the stage. Maybe that's why, that's the reason, but the whole purpose is for all of you to bring together, share some of my experiences where you can learn from, but do talk to each other as well around the table. See where you can connect, who you can tell your story with, who you can share your story with, who you can trust and refer care, one sort of a care for some participant. As I said before, there's a lot of support that's needed, and there is a lot of participants out there who need good service. It's not just one. It doesn't end with you. You can only do just enough. You've been in servicing NDIS participants? Yeah.
So I was coordinating the NDIS participant from that, and I was coordinating for 2 years, and I stepped out and was made back to my nursing role, then started getting up.
What services you provide, Gul? Nursing and? Yeah. How many people you got in your team?
Well, at the moment we got 6 RNs and we got 8 carers, and pretty much I'm 20 staff at the moment, but we're growing. So we moved from Canberra to here.
Yeah.
We just started up.
Can you provide a cleaner? Can you do gardening? Home maintenance?
We've got someone that can do it for us.
Smash down a wall and redo a wall?
As I said, we've got someone that can do it for us, but we
Yes. That is exactly what I meant. Not one person can do it all, no matter how vast the knowledge you've got about NDIS, but it is about putting resources together. Those resources, I know someone. Well, if somebody knows Gul, she's got nurses, she's got 6 nurses, you know. Well, she's been a nurse for more than 10 years. She knows something that you and I don't know. You need a nurse, talk to her. Do give her your cards, Gul, today. Okay? People are definitely going to ask for you. That is the purpose. That is what I try to do. That is what I want to do. That is what I see that is missing in the sector. And it is not even just in NDIS. It is in a lot of other sectors which I see is not there. Will I come back? No. We do have the carers. We do have the cleaning. We do got maintenance. We do have gardens. We can do rubbish removal, cleanups. We can do home modifications, nursing as well. We've got fair number of nurses, more than 6 on my clock. We've got. What else can I say? I mean, sometimes I get confused, like where do I stop? What's next to say? We do have support coordinators, plan management, cell houses, SDAs, the care that you need. We don't do allied health, not yet. I'm looking at it, what to do, how to go about it, I don't know. Every time I get pulled back, get busy with what we're doing, with the amount of services that we're doing, providing care and paying attention is always more important. With the cell houses, we do carefully select the cell houses. Where do we want them? Where do we select them? Where do we go? How to set up a house, spacing, adjustments, grab rails, anything. I rented out a house and the owner asked me, okay, this is a rent. I was like, all right, fine. What are your conditions, Bobby? Because you're taking it in a business. I was like, look, I need to put grab rails in all the bathrooms. I need to put in new locks. I need to put in some locks on the doors, cabinets. I need to put in down lights throughout the house. I don't like the baton lights. I need to put this, that. I had a big list. It's like, Bobby, that is too much. I can't allow it. I was like, well, I'm upgrading your property because at the end of the day, it is for the participant. It's like, Bobby, what if the client doesn't come? I'm like, it doesn't come, it doesn't come. I don't know. I have to try at least. But if they come, I want to give them a good house to live in, something they can make a home. This is Nick. He's made one of these houses his home. He's been there for nearly, 3 years, D? Nearly 3 years. There's a long story about Nick. Let's keep it for another day as well. SDAs, we partnered with a few builders, investors, real estate agents, a lot of different connections. Having access to available SDAs or the properties that are under construction in different areas and regions around Melbourne, in different areas and regions around Adelaide, Brisbane, Cairns, Townsville, Tasmania, Perth. But we are going slow. We're not rushing into everything that we are everywhere. No, we are not everywhere. We cannot be everywhere. You need to be somewhere. So I need to be just here maybe. Maybe my job is to connect you people to grow. I don't know. I'm finding. There's always a new exploration. We do have support coordination level 1, 2, 3. One of the support coordinators I've worked with for nearly 4 to 5 years now, Jax, he's not here today. He fell sick. So he's not here. I do wish him well to get better soon. He's a strong person. He will be better soon for sure. I know quite a few people here today. You do know Jax. How many knows Jax? Not you. You definitely know Jax personally as well. They would know more professionally. Yes, Jax is amazing. He's got a vast knowledge about NDIS and he is all for the participant, not for the business. And that is a person I love working with. It is all for the participant, not for the money, not for the business. I've got more like that, not just Jax. We do have plan management. I've got a good team for plan management. We've got a fair number of participants that we look after. We do try to reach out. We're picking up slowly. A lot of people are referring back to us. There is nothing special we do with plan management. Oh, I'll do the better invoices. I'll give you a better experience. I'll do it. I'll make it better for you. I'll make sure your service providers get paid. I'll make sure that your plan doesn't get overused. Yes, we do say that. No, we don't say that. We are not different. We do the same thing as any other plan managers do. A service provider sends us invoice. We process it. If it's necessary and reasonable and fits your plan, what is allowed, we look at it. We keep an eye on it. If it fits, we'll make a claim. We get an approval. We get the fund and the money is there and it is necessary and reasonable and it is all according to the lines and NDIS regulations. Yes, we will transfer the funds over to the service provider and add it to your reports that you can see on the portal. There is nothing different. So that is what I try to keep. We try to keep it nice and simple. There is all online. So we got online portals. We got online accesses. We got a good team to talk to guide you through. In the whole process, one of the important part is the intake. How do we process the intake? What do we do? What sort of information we need? How long can a service be provided? I did ask this question the last time we were at the 25th of July event we did in, where was it? In Fountain Gate. A few people were here. So not those people who were here, please, okay, who were there on the 25th. The rest of you, if I can ask, what is your best turnaround time? Go, if you get an intake, what's your best turnaround time? 2 to 3 working days. 2 days. What sort of services? Personal care, community, support coordination, plan management, which one? All of them. 2 days? Who can do better than 2 days? What's your name? Jackson. Yes, Jackson is also Jackson. Yes. What's your turnaround time, Jackson? Instant. Instant is how soon? 10 seconds. What sort of information do you need to get a participant onboarded?
So we take whatever smartphone library checklist that any provider goes through in terms of details they need to take any client.
Yeah.
And we put that into a bookings page, which is linked with all of your staff, all of their calendars, all of their availabilities, what services that they can do on an individual level. And we pair that with that smartphone that adjusts to how that person's entering it to actually confirm that at the same time. So it's instant.
Perfect. How long you been doing India services checks?
About 4 or 5 months.
4 or 5 months. Do you process all the necessary information?
Yes. And if not, then you can always reach back out. But you've got that person in the door then.
Reaching back out is very important. Never lose that. Make sure you got the right systems in place to give you enough information what you don't have. If you don't do it, you're in a serious non-compliance. We try to do it. We've kept our intake process quite very simple. Our process is ASAP. 10 seconds, I never promise. I do say, but I won't give it in writing. It will be on the recording. It will go on YouTube. But maybe I'll say it just for marketing gimmick. We try 1 hour. We've got a lot of information that we need. It's not just a simple, straightforward, give me a name and an address and I'll send somebody through. We do ask for the person's details, who's referring us. But there is a lot of other information. If this gets overwhelming, which sometimes it does, to pass through the information. But because all of this information is according to the NDIS guidelines, according to the NDIS auditors' recommendations, which we've built over the years, you can save and continue. If you save it, it will send you an email and you can continue. Besides the reference details, we also do need the participant details, the name, contact details, NDIS number, plan dates, a lot of the information that we do need. Then we do need the health conditions. What do we need to look out for? Is there a cat? Is there a risk? Is there a dog? Is there a big dog? Or what are the triggers? Depending on the support we're providing, is there a BSP that we need to consider? Or is there an NDIS plan that we need to look for and we need to work with the support coordinators of the allied health team to work closely with to create a support plan according to their needs? We do also need the NDIS plan details, which is the plan, NDIS number, the plan dates, and a few other details. We do require the details of the services requested, cleaning, support coordination. What are you looking for? What is the frequency? I cannot give them the frequency, but I can only request the frequency. It is a participant's choice. Yes? What is the word? Participant's choice and control. But the control gets a little bit tightened because, yes, the control is according to the NDIS plan that they have to stick with. If NDIS plan gives you only 3 hours, you can ask for the whole day of 24 hours. You're going to end or exhaust the plan as soon as possible. Am I right? So we need to guide the participant, correct? We need to guide a person through. We need to work with a person through. And the entirety of that working with a person through the whole process is going to be working in collaboration. I also look at collaboration when if around the table 10 people are in an office, 5 to 10 people you're working in your office, good if you got 20 people working, it's a team. But cross teams, across the table when you're working, it is collaboration with the other team. And when you're working with a lot of other tables, a lot of other groups, for a single participant at the center for the necessary and essential care, that is collaboration. And that can only be achieved with a better networking on reaching out, talking to people. Let them get to know you, let them to have a face. I do come across and meet a lot of different people who have talked to me, exchanged emails with me for years, but we don't have a face to the name. So I'm trying to put my face out there as well. I'm meeting a lot of new faces with these events. We do require some of the emergency contact details as well before we end our intake form. Anybody, if something goes sideways, who do we contact? Who do we get in touch with? Who is the person that we need to contact regarding a certain report? Is it an occupational therapist? Is it a plan nominee? How many contacts can a participant have? How many can you think of over the top of your head? 4, 5, 6? Not their choice. I can't have like 10 OTs talking to me.
It's not OT, it can be my friend, family, and my manager, my support coordinator, my OT, physical, dietitian.
Heaps of them. So the necessary ones that we need to have on file is the information that we require. But as many people that an NDIS plan allows and the person's family members, yes, those information is required. But if something goes sideways, we need to have those details, right? What's your name? Mandeep.
Yes,
You say Mandeep or Mandy?
as easy.
As easy. All Mandeeps are Mandy. Yes. So yes, there is a lot of emergency contacts as well we need. We do need to have that information together before we can actually put that through, send somebody through. If we don't have all the information, the risk assessment's done, we can't help it. We have had instances where a support worker went and we did not know and the participant had a not so very good mental health dog, I'd say, and she got bitten. First shift, she was rushed to the hospital and the shift was supposed to be taking the participant to the hospital for an appointment. Well, good luck with that, but we've learned from it. It wasn't as laughable at that stage, but it is the experience that we are talking about today. But that day, it was scary. It was scary. We were all on our toes in the moment, what to do, where to go, who to talk to, how to do it, which hospital. Nobody knows which hospital. We were guessing. This place, this location, nearest hospital. We were trying. We got lucky. We got in touch with a friend of hers in some way because of those contacts. And these are not the contacts that we need only for the participants. These are also the emergency contacts or the alternate contacts that we need for our own staff and the team. If something goes wrong, we need to have a backup. So yes, the benefits of networking. Why to meet and collaborate? How to do it? Jax is a better person to talk about it. He's all about making people to work together in one way or the other. We do meet across like-minded people. Yes. We do exchange our experiences, share our knowledge. It also helps us to get ready for the reforms and changes that are coming. We get to know what's new, what's happening. Who got to know about the latest update in NDIS sector? Any latest news? Yep.
They're planning to cut off some of the services. They were under the restriction group and they were asked some an example of SO. There was a registration group for animals for regular system. And they're also looking at putting both unregistered providers as registered providers in the long term. That's a lot of stuff.
Anybody knows anything newer than that?
There's 3 tiers of registration, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3.
Yes.
All providers will be tier 3. Tier 2 will be major providers, tier 1 will be your normal, small, part-time, 8-week providers who will not be able to be registered.
Yes. How many of you knew that? How many of you did not know that? Come on, if you did not know and you haven't raised your hand, raise it. It will be interesting. Yes, new information. Exactly. If you didn't come today, well, sorry sir, what's your name? Con. You would not have got to know about it. Con, what do you do?
Support coordinator,
Support coordinator. Your own organization or with another one?
Ability Homes.
Villery Homes. A new information, a new contact, a new name who's keeping up to date with the new reforms, and certainly he's getting ready himself for this new update that's coming into NDIS? Yes? Yes? We need to be ready for that, right? And the only way we can do is talk to people, meet people. We're so busy in our lives, we don't have time to go out and meet people. Try to do that. I'll try to keep organizing these events, bringing people together in one way or the other to discuss on this. Okay, why network? I think I've just touched base on that before I put this up. So thank you, Kon. Thank you, Go. Before I go to the next one, anybody wants to share any particular other experience that you had in NDIS? Something different. Something different. You want to share your experience? Sorry. Someone. Come up. Come up. Yeah, that's fine. You're sitting behind a chair and already answering so many.
I can feel my butterflies. Hi, my name is Gul. My background is nursing. I've been doing nursing for 15 years. I'm going to share my little experience that I have felt that really touched my heart. Maybe not necessary to NDIs, but just as a participant. So I was working in an aged care with Salvation Army years and years ago. I was doing an evening shift, and this day I was giving a medication to this lady. She was I think around 85-year-old. I went and knocked the door, and I walked in, and she said, "Come closer." So I went close to her, and she said, "Come and sit with me." I'm feeling a bit emotional. And she said, "Come sit with me." And I said, "Okay." I didn't know what she was trying to say, and I sat there, and she said, "I'm lonely. I don't need medication. I just need someone to talk to me." And that was an elderly lady. And I felt the pain. I felt the loneliness. I felt the emptiness. And I felt how people don't die from disease. People die from loneliness. People die from not being there to talk to someone. So same with NDIS participants. One of the things that I have seen over the years, they're vulnerable. They're lonely. They need good people to work with them. I'm a training manager as well. We deliver Cert 3 and Cert 4 disability and community services. One thing that I tell my students often, that we don't work for them, we work with them. They are participants, they are clients, they're residents. Don't think that you're working for them. That's very disempowering. We want to empower them. We want to make sure we have someone that they can rely on, they can trust. They are lonely. They don't need our medication. They don't need us to tell what they want to do. We're here to empower them. So that lady really touched my heart. And since then, part of my nursing career, I always made sure that I want to spend some time with my participants. So whatever services I've done in the past, I always spend like 15, 20 minutes just talking to them. They want someone to listen to them. And that's the reason I decided to do my counseling course. So I become a counselor now. And I just love listening to people just because they're too lonely. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Gul. We have had so many of those heartfelt experiences over the years in the journey so far. But these experiences, they come. That is what either makes us, either it breaks us. Just before everybody came here, about, what time was it? 5:45, 5:30, 5:45. 5:15, I was talking to Monash University to enroll into a psychology course myself. So probably for a February session. So yeah, he's sending me the paperwork. I'm going to enroll, I think. Let me call up on stage Izango Partners, Rajat. Izango is an amazing software. I have built the team with all my hard work. I have built my own custom-made software. I've been talking to Rajat directly and through some common friends for nearly about 4 years. I at least have decided to go onto Izango, taking Magnum and Rise onto Izango, I'll say it. Not just because it meets all my requirements, but there is a lot more customizations with the backup of the amazing software development team that he has and the experience what he has with the tools, rostering, invoicing, amazing. I'll let him tell you about it, tell you all about it, or as much you can talk about it today. Rajat.